Hello everyone, welcome to Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. I am making a Summerween wreath. I hope you will join me for this spooky idea. For this project you are going to need several things. I have this wreath. It's an Easter wreath that I put together. I will add the link for you to show you how I put my floral together. It's a velvet black ribbon. I also found this natural jute cord in the sea foam and natural color. It is really cute. I also have a surfboard I want to add. See, look at my surfboard, and this is from the Dollar Tree. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I like it. So I have that, and I also have some more floral picks that I want to work into my wreath. I found these. See, look, it has like a seahorse on there. I will be adding other items, but it's a spooky surprise. So yeah, keep watching. I want to work on adding in my coastal picks. I want to add in the seahorses. So let's see, maybe one here. This can go here. That looks good. And then another one here somewhere. And this one can go here. Tuck it under there. Like this. And then I have the weeds. Let's see. Maybe one here. And maybe here. Maybe here. There we go. And then I can tuck this back in here. There we go. That's good. I like it. Next step in my Summerween wreath, I think I want to add in my surfboard. Here's my surfboard. I have several options here. I could put it up here. Tuck it in here. This, well, maybe not that way. Like right down the center. I can put it here, but I don't know yet. I kind of like it standing up, but you see how the image kind of disappears under there? But I do have a skeleton. Look. Let me show you my other options. Look. Here's a green glitter one, but I don't know. So let me move that. Here's an orange one. I kind of like that, but I think it's a little too much orange. So we're going to skip that one. And then here's the yellow one. There's a neon yellow skeleton. Let's move those. So here we go. Here's the skeleton we're going to use. So I'm going to put him maybe here. I'm going to have to sit him down somehow. And then I'm going to take the surfboard and prop it in here. It would be nice if he can like stand up, right? And to hold his board like this. But it's not going to work for my idea. So I think I will go ahead and sit him down, because he's going to be doing a lot of waiting. So if I put maybe the surfboard like this, and then and put him here, he can like hold the surfboard up. I'm like, ah! So something like this will be good, right? I think this is a really good option right here. So let's see. I want to I'm gonna put some glue on the rib. Let's put it about right there. This way the arms can come on down like this. And then, well, we can keep that arm up if we like. Or, yeah, you can always prop it this way. Well, let's see. I have to redo that. That glue is not going to hold because every time I move him, it comes off the glue. I need something. What shall I use? Maybe these tumbling blocks. This way the surfboard will stay in contact with the rib like this. Maybe I can put, okay, let me add in the blocks first. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out, but we'll see. I'm going to put one here and the other one there. So let's see. And then the surfboard goes back in here. So this way I can wiggle, the arms, and every time I wiggle the arms, the whole body doesn't come loose. So, look at this. If I angle the surfboard right, like this, that'll be great too. See, let me grab another block here. So if I put this like this, it'll angle that surfboard just a little bit. So put some glue on this side. And I'm going to turn the block this way, kind of like a shelved effect. Pull that aside for a minute. And then this is going to go back in here. And put this. Well, let me wrap his arm first. So I'm going to put it on the joint and then just put it through the hole on the surfboard here. Let's see. And I'm going to flush his arm all the way against the board and then just hide the wire back here. So here we go. So that'll keep the arm somewhat attached. Put some glue and I'm going to attach a block. There we go. See? A little better. Like that. And refluff. I'm good on the board here. Now to work on skeleton, we need to position him okay, so I'm gonna reorient. I need to stabilize the legs now. Got a piece of wire here and I think I need to wrap it on the knee or where the joint is, like that. Catch it on the grapevine. So like that, and wrap the vine one more time. Trim that down. I need to support his back. Maybe I need like a craft stick maybe? I grabbed a square dowel. I think that will work. So let me flip the wreath over, and we're gonna just run this dowel right along here. And then I'm going to wrap the spine to the dowel. Oh goodness. All right. And the only thing is, it is sticking up, so I think I will just trim the stem. There we go. That'll work. Okay, I'm gonna flip the back over again. Look at that. He's staying put somewhat. I'm going to add a few other spooky items. I have my shells here. And look, they are spooky looking, aren't they? This is a starfish. What I did was age them outside. So if you leave them outside, this is what happens. It starts to deteriorate. You know, Mother Nature does this thing. So I have starfishes here. I also have some shells that I have put outside. Let's see. I want to just tuck these here and there. This one right here. Now I'm going to add in the starfish. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I have an update to share with you on my Summerween wreath here. I took off all the roses. You remember these roses? They're all gone now. I took off some of these coral spikes. I left a little bit. I think that is good. And then I took off all the daylilies. I would love to have kept the daylilies, but it was a bit much. And then I took off these spiky grass. It was not working too well with everything in here. So I took those off. And then I believe I can add in a little bit of ribbon, but not too much. Here's my black ribbon. I can work some of this in if I like, or I can even maybe create a bow right here. I mean, it'll look really good. See? Put it on his legs. Well, maybe off to the side here. Maybe on this side. So I will need to do a little adjustment to put the bow there. I think it'll look really good. Or the other option would be to put it up here at the top of the wreath. Like up here. But I don't know. It might be too much for that. I think with the idea of putting the bow right here will be good. And then I can always reattach the starfish on top, right? I would have loved to add in more stuff, but it was way too much. You know, these things happen when you're making a wreath. Don't be afraid to make changes when you're making a wreath, because you want to be happy with what you made, right? Be happy with that. So there we go. And I'm gonna put some shells back in here. I had to loosen up a few items. Tuck this starfish back in there, and then I'm going to see if I can detach this one with, I don't want to break it. There we go. Look, I got it. I'm going to pull some of these out too. Once I put the bow in here, I can put some of this back in here. I need my helper, so here we go. I'm used to making 6 inches, but I think I will go with something just a little bigger. Like 7 inches. I love the 6-inch bows because they're like nice and poofy, you know what I mean? Hopefully you understand. You know, when you find a size you like, you tend to stick with it, right? So yeah, that's my problem. So here we go. Got 7 inch on both sides. I was experimenting with my ribbons, just kind of matching them up against the wreath there, and I don't know, that's when I realized like all that floral I have in there was just too much. So yeah, I had to downsize. So if that happens to you on your project, if you're working with a wreath already put together, yeah, don't be afraid. Take some stuff off. So let's see. So that's the, I have 3 loops like that. That is cute. I like it. I think I will do 4 loops. Normally you like go from large to small, right? I'm not going to do that. So, see, I was gonna cut this. I make sure I have 4 loops on each side. Good. I'm gonna cut this, and then I want like a tail on my bow. So I'm going to make that 18 inches. So I need double that. What do I get? What do I get? 36 inches, something like that. I'm gonna go with like 39. And then I'm going to dovetail this. Look, cute. I don't do too many dovetails. I guess it's preference, right? How you cut your ribbons. But I think this time it needs it. So here we go. So there's that. And then I do have a little bit of some Chanel stem here. A black one works well. I'm going to take this. Let's put it on here, and I'm going to take my ribbon and then just add it. I'm going to just stack everything together. And check my bow, make sure everything's still the same size, and give this a twist. And then I'm gonna turn the tails here. Look, isn't that cute? And then kind of spread this out like a bow, you know, like a bow tie. There's a time for like a poofy bow, and then there's a time for just a loopy one. There's a time, I don't know, each project is different, right? So whatever bow you feel is needed for this project, go ahead. Have fun with yours. So this is what I have. And look at my wreath here. My bow is going to go right here. And I'm going to catch it on one of the grapevines. Right now, I can leave it, hold on, orient myself here. I can leave it just like this if I like. But since I want that loopy thing going on right here, I'm going to rearrange my loops just a little bit. And ooh, how cute is that? I love that. It's like a lazy, gorgeous bow is what it is. It's a Summerween bow. Okay, here we go. Look. I like this velveteen looking ribbon. Now, okay, and then when I hang it up, I just want to make sure the tail hangs down. Move that up so you can have a better look at the bow here. I'm going to grab the starfish. Starfish is going to go back like right there. And then I think it needs some of this. And I can tuck these like in here like this. Maybe I need to trim, maybe I need to trim down. I don't know yet. Let's see. Something like that. I'm going to let it fall wherever it wants for the moment. And see how that goes. Then we do another one right in there. Like that. And then starfish. And maybe one of these here. Oh, that's kind of nice. Look, that is kind of nice. Now I need to pull off this little coral piece though. Let's see. And then if I take this, I can tuck another one in here. How come this one fell so cutely? And then this one is looking weird. Let's try this one. Like that. Well, not too bad. Maybe another one of these over here. Like that, and then I could always tuck in a shell too, like that. Well, that is kind of a nice arrangement right there. Good. I will stick with that. So what I'll do, oh goodness, glue and tuck it back in. Like that, and then I had the shell in there, right? Okay. Reattach the shell. And then the starfish. Maybe I need some more. This one first, hold on. I'm going to tuck it underneath the shell. Like that, and then I'm going to catch the starfish right on top. Look at that. That is cute. The starfishes are very fragile at the moment. I don't want it to fall off when I hang it up. Okay, that's good. That one's good. That one's good. I'm just checking all the starfishes, make sure they're sturdy. I think this one needs a little bit more glue. Oops. And reattach. There we go. Well, I like it. Okay, now I just need to add in all the floral that I pulled out. I do have the starfish. I should have used this one on here. Oh, that would have been awesome. Wait, let me see if I can pull this back off. Yay, good. So let's do it that way. I want to catch this right here underneath the ribbon like that. And then catch it on the ribbon here. And one more point there. Well, look at that. Isn't that spooky? I have a few more shells that I need to add back in. Where shall I put this one? Maybe here. And then I want to add in just a little bit here on the top of my wreath also. Nothing over much, just a little bit up here and there. And then I can always put the, oh, can you see? I can put the starfish up here. Like that. Catch them right there. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Here is my Summerween Grapevine Wreath. I like the way it turned out. I am quite happy with it. I'm glad that I was able to get Mr. Skeleton on the wreath with his surfboard. And the black bow, I think that it gives it that spooky touch that it needs. I'm also glad that I was able to remove all the floral picks. I took away the roses, the daylilies, and some of the coral spikes. I thinned out the wreath, and I like the results. I hope that you like my Halloween wreath and that you give it a try. And come back for more spooky Summerween projects. This is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas, and I will see you next time.